So we need to use the given conditions to find the quadratic functions. We know that f of -2 equals 6, f of 1 equals -3, and f of 2 equals -14. Let's substitute values in our function to find a, b, and c. So first we will use f of -2 equals 6. So we substitute 6 for f of x, and we substitute -2 for x. So we get that a times -2 squared plus b times -2 plus c equals 6. Let's simplify it. So -2 squared is 4, so 4a plus -2b, so minus 2b, plus c equals 6. Well, now we will use the next condition. So we know that f of 1 equals -3. Let's substitute -3 for f of x and 1 for x. So a times 1 squared, so just a, plus b times 1, so just b, plus c equals -3. Actually, let's write -3 from this side. Equals -3 here. Okay, and now we use our last condition. So f of 2 equals -14. That means that let's substitute 2 for x. We get a times 2 squared, so 4a, plus b times 2, so plus 2b, plus c equals -14. Well, now we have three equations. This. So basically this is a system of equations which we can solve using matrices. So let's write down the augmented matrix for this. Before we write it down, let's review that. Ax equals b, where A is a matrix of coefficients, x is a matrix of solutions, and b is a matrix of constants. So a matrix of coefficients in our case. So in the first row, we write down the coefficients from the first equation. Here we have 4, -2, 1. The next row, coefficients from the second equation, 1, 1, 1. And the last row, coefficients from the third equations, 4, 2, 1. Times matrix of solutions, A, B, C, equals matrix of constants, 6, -3, -14. So let's write down the augmented matrix, which is this matrix A and matrix B here. And now we will perform some row operations in order to reduce our matrix. So our first step is to interchange our third row and second row. So we interchange row 3 and row 2. And we get, so row 1 stays the same, 6. Here we have 4, 2, 1, -3. And here we have 1, 1, 1, oh, sorry, -14. And here we have 1, 1, 1, -3. Our next step is to subtract our first row from the second row. So row 2 becomes row 2 minus row 1. So the first row stays the same. The second row becomes 0, 4, 0, and -14 minus 6 is -20. And the third row stays the same. Now we will divide our second row by 4. So row 2 becomes row 2 over 4. And here we get 4, -2, 1, 6, 0, 1, 0, -5, 1, 1, 1, -3. Well, now let's subtract our second row from the third row. So row 3 becomes row 3 minus row 2. So our matrix becomes 4, -2, 1, 6, 0, 1, 0, -5. Here we get 1, 0, 1, and -3 minus -5 is 2. Well, our next step is to multiply our second row by 2 and add it to the first row. So row 1 becomes row 1 plus 2 times row 2. So here we get 4, 0, 1. Then 6 plus negative 10 is negative 4, 0, 1, 0. Negative 5, 1, 0, 1, 2. Well, now let's subtract the third row from the first row. So row 1 becomes row 1 minus row 3. And we get 3, 0, 0. Here negative 4 minus 2 is negative 6. 0, 1, 0, negative 5, 1, 0, 1, 2. Then we divide our first row by 3. So row 1 becomes row 1 over 3. And here we get 1, 0, 0, negative 2, 0, 1, 0, negative 5, 1, 0, 1, 2. And our last step is to subtract the first row from the third row. So row 3 becomes row 3 minus row 1. And we get 1, 0, 0, negative 2, 0, 1, 0, negative 5, 0, 0, 1. And 2 minus negative 2 is 4. So from this we understand that A equals negative 2, B equals negative 5, C equals 4. So f of x equals negative 2x squared minus 5x plus 4.